Hey guys, it's Tomatoda, and this is part 3, the last part of my Halloween cane series. If you want to know how I made the skull, I suggest you watch part 1 and 2, which is where I go over all of that jazz. So continuing with my leftover cane from the last video, I'm going to straighten it out since it did slightly twist when I reduced it. Now, using the needle tool I made from my previous video, I love how it's already coming in handy, I'm going to mark a very wide U shape or like half of an oval on the top, and I'm gonna draw out my cutting guidelines. The best tool that I have to cut an oval shape is my boba straw, so I'm gonna press it in half in order to make it more oval rather than circular, and then make my cut. Unfortunately, I cut too much, as you can see that the white is peeping through, so I'm gonna cover that up with a thin sheet of black clay and pretend like this never happened. Taking some gray clay, I'm going to shape it into an oval and place it into the indent. And then I'm going to cut off the excess so it fits into the circular shape of the cane. But if you can see, the gray is a little bit flat here because I was actually going to add this piece of blue to complete the full circle, thinking it would enhance the liquid effect. But don't do it. Don't put that piece of blue on there. It's a fucking mistake. Just cut the gray into a full circle and ignore the blue. Like, if only I could go back in time. Anyways, afterwards, wrap the cane with a thick sheet of blue clay. This is going to be the glass of the bottle, and make sure to start at the top of the skull because we are going to add a small string of lilac clay, just like we did in part 1, for tracking purposes. Now reduce, reduce, reduce. I'm gonna cut that in half so I can see the image, and as you can see, the gray here is distorted because of that fucking small blue sheet I added on before. Stupid. So that's why I'm telling you guys not to repeat my mistake. Don't do that. Just ignore it. Moving on, I'm setting one half aside because I like the size of that, and with the other half, I'm going to reduce it even more so that I have two different sizes. Then, after straightening out my cane according to the lilac line, I'm gonna shave that part off, but my blade is not sharp, so it's not a very clean cut. It's still okay. Taking more blue clay, I'm gonna cut out the neck of the bottle, however thick or tall that you want it to be, and I'm gonna add it on top of the cane. Pretend that the lilac line is still there and add the bottleneck on top of it so that it's like straight. Then taking more blue clay, I'm cutting the opening of the bottle and I'm gonna add that on top of the bottleneck right in the middle as well. With some pink clay, or you can use whatever color you want, roll it into a rod and add that on the middle of the bottle opening. This is the bottle stopper, or the lid, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, you don't even have to add this, but you don't want your imaginary clay liquid to spill out and kill someone, because there's a skull on it, which means it's poisonous, so it can actually like do damage, you know? Or maybe you do want to do damage. I don't know, man. Spoopy shit. As you can see, I'm repeating the same exact process with the smaller cane. Now, it's time to slice and dice. So my intent was to make these into beads for charms later on, but I sliced some of them a little bit too thin, so my electric drill cracked the bottleneck area, which is why I ended up having to use my hand drill, which is no fun because it's a lot of, work and time. But I thought I'd just let you guys know to be careful when you use your electric drill, if you have one. After that, reshape them if you need to, and bake them in the oven for the full time required. And here are the results. I'm very happy with how this ended up. But yeah, that's the end of this series. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Have a great weekend. Have a safe Halloween, trick-or-treating. Just be safe, guys. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.